Hi everyone, we're back.
Hey, welcome back.
We're going like a whole week in your world, but in our world, it was just like 15 minutes.
Yes.
We've had a lot to drink, so okay. Today's Sunday, May 24th. If you're listening, it is on or after Wednesday, June.
June is way far in the future. And you are listening to Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts with the Garden Tarts. Welcome to side B of our Tart Talk on Songs of Innocence.
If you didn't see the last one, what we do is we talk about a song and then we have a shot. And so you're getting in on the good stuff.
We are
Side
5
two.
songs in, which is actually turned into 7 shots.
Yes.
So, and if you want to hear more about our initial thoughts of Songs of Innocence, go back it up. And we don't want to hear anything about Apple. We already talked about it.
No apple, and you don't need to lecture us about alcohol either, just saying. Um, because
No,
we haven't
grown ass adults
I
doing
know,
grown ass things.
we haven't we have our drink this week is Innocence. So watch out for next year when it's Experience because that one's gonna be a doozy.
This one's like banana chocolatey, but 100% alcohol. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I put some cream in mine,
I was
but not
smart.
much, not
I
much.
didn't. I didn't. Okay, we are gonna head straight into track 6, which is Volcano. We ended this is not an even album. There are 11 songs. So we were like, do we end after Iris or do we end after Volcano? And we decided to Iris because the mood changes completely.
Right.
So track 6, Volcano. It turns out this song was originally the song Glastonbury that they
Hmm,
played on the I&E tour in Europe.
interesting. So, this song is 100% Adam. That bass is
I
nonstop.
literally just have, I mean, Adam.
I know. I do. I said this song is 100% Adam. Amazing. I don't have much on this at all, so bear with me. But I've highlighted the line that says, "Your eyes were like landing lights. They used to be clear as blue. Now you don't see so well. The future's gonna land on you." And that's sad.
It's really sad.
Very, very sad.
I have under, I mean, Adam in little, it says, I didn't even notice how cool the guitar is.
I know, right?
So this song was added at the very end. They submitted this album a whole week early to be published. Like, high five for being ahead of the game, boys, because that is not your jam
No, it's not.
at all. But they realized post submitting it to the label that it was uneven somehow. So they got this one in like at the last minute, which I feel like this would be completely I don't know, it would go from Iris to Raised by Wolves. And this is the counterpart, the opposite side of Iris. This is the grief. This is whatever the stages of grieving are, and this is the
Yeah.
anger of it all. And I have a quote from Bono and a quote from Larry. Yeah,
What?
correct response.
Larry Mullen?
Junior's son.
Okay.
Bono discussed Volcano came from rage. Quote, you know, we were talking about grief, but after grief comes rage. Volcano. Volcano follows Iris on the album, and that's a lot to do with rage. Where do you put the rage? Where do you put that rage into being in a band, into rock and roll? Music arrives in my life as an emancipation, and punk rock gives me a place to howl. And it's alchemy. It's literally turning your shit into gold records. So Larry also lost his mom as the band was starting, which is really overshadowed. Like, I feel like that's such a pivotal thing that they both lost their moms
Yeah.
so close
I
together.
I remember Bono saying a couple times, like, they had they, like, Bono lost his mother first, so he, like, was there for Larry, but n not that's, like, all I've ever heard of it.
Right. So the fact that there's a Larry quote here is crazy.
Yeah.
He says, "Everything was broken, like home, that was just gone. Everything was gone. So my thing was to find somewhere else to go. I needed another family, and the band became that for me. And it was a refuge. I was sitting behind a drum kit. I didn't have to explain myself. And that's been very convenient because it's not easy stuff to talk about. And I admire Bono for doing it."
Wow,
And it's great.
it is.
The lyric, "You were alone, now you're not alone. You were alone, but now you are rock and roll. You and I are rock and roll."
Oh
I
god, I
just
love
love that.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
found their
I feel like there's certain songs and stuff that if you have a lyric that's good, play use it for anything you can, like from Song for Someone too.
right. Yeah, the
Yeah,
way that comes back. And I just love how the song progresses too. Like Bono's voice at the beginning is his really, really low register.
yeah,
And it goes and goes and goes like it just by the end it's pretty high. Like
yeah.
it's a explosion. But yeah, I don't think this song needs a lot of discussion. It's
No, I don't,
a
that's all I
very
put.
angry teenage boy. Have you ever heard it?
Volcano? Oh,
Yeah, me neither.
it's only been played 11 times.
Yeah,
Let me just say, if they didn't put this song on there would only be 10 songs on this album, and
and we would have had an easy side A, side B.
well, yeah, I mean, that would be good for us, but, like, I don't know, I feel like a band like U2, they need to release a whole album, which to me is 12 songs.
Right, and to go from, like, "My mom died" to "The Troubles,"
Yeah.
I'm glad there's a song to go with that.
Okay.
Well,
Um, Shot? I'm not sure I might have to get pour another thing.
I know I'm running low too, I really thought I measured correctly. I think my measuring incorrectly was on the beginning of our shots. I misallocated my units of alcohol.
Okay, so to Adam
Yes!
for owning the song in
Fucking
every way.
owning it every way. Okay, are we on the track 7?
Yes, Raised by Wolves.
So, on the track 7, Raised by Wolves, this is, we're going back to the same character that is from Bad, the song Bad. Andy Rowan, who is Googie's brother. Guggi. Googie's brother. Let's have some more shots. Who I mean, what a horrific story.
Oh my god, what a horrible story. It's from the IRA car bomb that happened in 1974.
So, on any other Friday at 5:30 PM in 1974, this is from Bono, I would have been on Talbot Street at the record shop. On May 17th, I rode my bike to school and dodged one of the bloodiest moments in a history that divided an island. And, Cookie's brother and his dad were near the area. The bomb went because I think there were 3 or 4 bombs that went off simultaneously, and the dad, like, locked the kid in the car being so he could go help victims, and Cookie's brother Andy, like, got out of the car, so he saw everything. He says he was locked in his father's van as his father ran to help save the victims, scattered like refuge across the streets. The scene never left him. He turned to one of the world's great painkillers to deal with it. We wrote about him in our song Bad. Raised by Wolves, like a lot, oh, this is Edge. Raised by Wolves, like a lot of the songs on the album, is about personal experience. It's about the event we ourselves felt the impact of acutely at the time. Larry lost a neighbor in the bombing on Talbot Street. That street is where my bus stop was. We'd have been in town often trying to get the bus home, and Bono just saying, literally right there. We really felt it. We're not drawing from it, simply reflecting a moment in history. It's part of our personal narrative. And Bono and Edge wrote it together, this song. There's some weird, I wish I understood instruments or looked into what it was, but there's like this weird, like, in it that sounds like sneaky and secretive and like,
Yeah, I like that.
me too.
This song is so great live, and it kind of was one of those things where before I saw my first show, I was like, "I can't wait. I can't wait to hear Raised by Wolves." I mean, the treatment to Bono's voice and everything is just amazing. The guitar, gosh. So in this is interesting. I don't think that you 2 have a ton of songs like this, but if they didn't have words, I feel like the music would tell the story.
Oh, I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
The music's there.
And to quote Bruce Springsteen, as I always do, "I've got this guitar and I learned how to make it talk. That's it." So this is an interesting line. I have 2 lyrics in here. One is, "The worst things in the world are justified by belief." That's not true. I don't know what is.
That is everything. That is every word.
Everything. And then, "My body is now a toilet wall." I get what he's talking about, but, like, to put the toilet in a song.
I took that like, my bathroom's on a toilet wall, that it was a corpse that was being written like something had happened, but Bono said something that, in the 2nd verse or whatever, like, he's taken to the drugs and people are writing on him with needles, like so I don't know if it's, some kind
Well,
of
I
visualization that he had, it didn't sound real.
no, so this is where I think it comes from, and this is very relatable, I guess. So there's a girl that wants a tattoo of his name,
Okay.
and it's not like you can go into a bathroom and write your name, your number, or whoever was here, like, write it on a wall in the bathroom. I think that's what he was trying to get at. I don't know, but I think that
Oh, yeah, I think same thing. Yeah, it's like they were like graffiti.
yeah.
Yeah. I bet this quote from Bono that I had not read before that the B side of this album really threw me for a loop because I thought I really understood this album better than I did, than some of these later songs. Bono says, "It was very disturbing to realize that my teenage life was largely dominated by memories of violence and that my worldview was shaped by that. It might mean some sort of psychological flaw in me, but I feel more comfortable in the middle of the biggest, noisiest, most chaotic, howling arguments." But there's a lot of physical trauma on side B of this album
Absolutely.
that I had not tuned into before. I'm a little like,
Well,
how come I didn't know?
I knew a little bit of that, but I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, this song lives up to everything it's supposed to be.
I love this song.
I love it. If I can lighten the mood,
Okay.
they sold youth shirts at the shows that said "Raised by Wolves" with, like, a wolf drawing behind it,
Yeah.
and I have a picture of my 2 very young children wearing "Raised by Wolves" shirts, and they're going I remember hunting them down at MSG. I saw them nowhere else.
Do we say our stats for this?
I don't remember.
I don't either. So it was played 85 times, and I heard it 7 times.
I heard it 3 times.
Okay. Let's toast Edge on this one because the guitar is so amazing.
Yes. Let's do it. Push to the edge.
Cedarwood Road, track 8
Track 8 for Guggi.
for Guggi. It
This did not become a favorite for mine until I saw it live.
I did like it before, but of all the live songs, that's my favorite.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I liked it before, but
yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so Bono and Guggi have been friends since they were 3.
3,
He said that on,
the RTA.
the RTE. He said that today that they've been friends since he was 3. I love this song. It's just to me, it's so unique to have people in your life for so long. My dad has a ton of friends that he's been friends with since he was, in preschool, and I think that's kinda cool.
I was thinking about this today about so my oldest friend is from high school. I mean, I have people I'm in contact with since elementary school, but gosh, nothing like this. And what a unique situation that, because, here, I would guess a lot of the world, but in America, you meet your friend, you're like K through 12, you meet your friends, but then you go to college wherever that may be, and then you go somewhere else. Like, as much as Bono has traveled the world, he's always come home. So if Googie's always at home,
Then of
then there's
course.
always a connection. And like, I don't know. It warms my heart.
Yeah,
Gavin says old friends are the best friends because they know just who you are.
yeah,
And it's so true. It doesn't always mean they're the best friends, but
right.
they will have known your life. That's why like siblings are so important because they know your life. This song is a garden tart favorite because friendship, once it's one, it's one, it's one.
Um, yes, it is. It's a very important song to us.
Yeah,
I have that highlighted too.
of course. Yeah, I presumed you did. Bono says that there was a lot of violence nearby in my teenage years. Skinheads and boot boys, blades and knuckle dusters. Teenage parties where boys would turn up with hammers and saws.
Oh my
I
god.
remember I remember a lot of hidings. It was a war zone in my teens. And there's another quote, but none of that, Bono says, of the street clashing compared to the violence behind front doors of a husband towards a wife, a brute father towards his children. Cedarwood Road had some dark and hidden sides, like all places, like all people. Together, then about Guggi. Together, these young men retreated into art the only way they might shift themselves beyond this stifling, oppressive, real politic of Irish suburban life. The second half of this album is so violent,
It
like
is. So
like hidden violence.
so an interesting line, a couple interesting lines, but one of is, "I'm still standing on that street, still need an enemy. The worst ones I can't see, you can." So, I mean, obviously, I take it that he trusts Googie to make sure that he wasn't in
Yeah,
wrong circles or something.
I had
He
that
was
highlighted too. And I mean, I assume he is his own enemy, and he doesn't realize it, but his friends do. But yeah,
and then the line, "A heart that is broken is a heart that is open." I love that.
I have that noted, and that goes with the line, "A heart that hurts is a heart that works." Like, this has come up a few times now over the last decade or so with Bono that, I mean, something terrible that a heart is going through is actually a positive. Like, if your heart isn't feeling things, you're not alive kind of situation. I don't know. I love it. You can't return to where you've never left. He's been very honest about how he still lives on Cedarwood Road. Symbols clashing, Bibles smashing, paint the world you need to see. He's also been very honest, and I assume at Googie's permission, that his household was very violent and very biblical. This kind of biblical.
Yeah.
To paint the world you need to see, the fact that he and Googie and Gavin and that this circle of friends have been able to survive on art after all they've been through is just, I feel like that's not the real world.
No, I agree with that.
It is so real world what went through. But the fact that they can live off of that is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
What is that? A heart that hurts is a heart that works. What song is that? It's come up a few times. A heart that hurts is a heart that works is a lyric originally from Juliana Hatfield in a 1995 song. It was popularized by Rob Delaney's devastating 2022 memoir.
Oh, Rob Delaney. He's the guy from, a really good show with, Sharon Horgan.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. But so he was on Colbert a few years ago,
Was it the show where she's like, they're in London and she's Irish and he's American?
and she gets pregnant.
Fuck is that show called? It was
I can't
so
remember.
good.
So good. But so I think he was promoting his book a few years ago and his son, his baby had, like, brain cancer or something and died. It was awful, and, like, he was telling on Colbert, and I'm like, "I have never seen a late night show where anyone has ever talked like that." I mean, I don't have any comment on that, but that was not something I expected.
So this is interesting. In One Step Closer, the lyric is, well, the heart that hurts is a heart that beats. And then it's that Martin Garrix song, We Are the People.
Yeah.
a heart that hurts is a heart that works. That's interesting. That existed somewhere else. I gotta look up what is that? Sharon. God, she's a fucking brilliant beast. Catastrophe.
Yeah,
So good. I feel like side B always goes a little like, what the fuck?
yeah, I agree
What are
with
we
that.
including and what aren't we?
But it's also very clear that they still have that side A and side B mentality. I don't think that everybody does that still.
No, it's very different. Like it's a very different feel. I also noticed Bono says something about sometimes he shows up with lyrics and asks the band or maybe Edge for a feeling to go around the lyrics. And sometimes Edge shows up with the sound lots of times, and then Bono finds the lyrics go with it. Song sounds like violence.
Yeah,
Like that, the guitar sound, that is not a world I want to live in.
I totally get that. Yeah, this song I love this song. Okay, it's been played 18 times, I've heard it 12. I'm sorry, I can't
It says 118. Is that right?
it says 118.
Start that over.
Okay. It's been played 118 times, and I've heard it 12. Only 12.
5. That is crazy to me.
Something about that those numbers don't make sense to me.
I just didn't go to a lot of shows.
Yeah, but that
The
I didn't
118 sounds like a lot, or our numbers sound like not enough.
your number sounds like it's not enough.
We are gonna have to talk a lot about Cedarwood Road when we talk about the
Oh,
live
yeah.
shows.
So, I'm just gonna say this because 'cause we'll talk about it more, but, like, the first show I saw for E&I was in pretty close up, but in the stands for in Tulsa, and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
this is perfect because I know exactly when, stuff's gonna happen." I'm not gonna spoil it, but and so
right.
I have, like, perfect video of like, I have a perfect video for that. I'll send it to you.
It is so fucking cool how they do it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Cheers to
Cookie? Or did we
Yeah.
already do that?
No, we haven't done Guggi, but this song is dedicated to him.
So let's drink to Cookie.
Sounds good to me. Okay.
I
Oh, that one was spicy.
Yeah, this is I'm
I don't think I'm stirred up very well. Track 9, Sleep Like a Baby. I knew nothing about this song.
so I kinda did, but I had to tell you, this was my first favorite song off the album. I just I didn't know what it was about or anything, but I loved that it was I don't know, I loved the, like,
Oh, I love it.
movement.
It's a great song.
I love, love, love this song, but it's about a child sexual abuse, in the Catholic Church. Okay, so I have a little note here, and it says, "Man, it must have sucked to have been a child in Ireland back then because this is crazy ass shit."
Crazy.
So my take on it when I hear it is to me it sounds like a victim is talking to his abuser. And like,
Okay.
you wake up and make your coffee and shit and you sleep like a baby tonight and I'm gonna commit suicide.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
The seriously fucked up part about this song is that the chorus and Bono's like intonation sounds like it could be a lullaby. And
Yeah.
that is something that is so fucked up, but it works. So I say generally, I say this, I'm not the biggest fan of falsetto, and
I
I
was
don't
gonna
like
ask you about the falsetto.
no, but the guitar is amazing, and then the way he sings, he, like, pronounces stuff differently than usual. He says, "Like a bird, your dream take flight, your like a bird, your dreams take flight." The way he says bird, he, like, says it like, bird, like, it's not how he usually
Yeah.
like, a bird. Yeah. I don't know, but there's a lot of that in here, like, it just I don't know, I hate what it's about, but I love this song.
I never got a grasp on the meaning of this song, and, this is very unlike me to not, like, look things up. But I loved, like, I love the falsettos, which is
I
why
get
I marked it to ask you about it.
yeah.
But the "Hope is where the door is, when the church is where the war is," like, to hear that at such a high pitch is pretty
Yeah.
insane. Bono says, I remembered the violence meted out to women by their husbands, the beatings children experienced from their fathers, and how priests were sexually abusing young children. This is in Niall Stokes' book, and he actually, like, he has a little paragraph where he comments how much he remembers all of that, some of his experience. There's an immense gulf between the burgeoning spirituality that floods through Bono's teenage veins and the callousness of organized religion, with its instinct not for justice, but for silencing those desperate for justice. When the children of any church aren't served, but are instead enslaved by an abused power, extraordinary acts of atonement are required to put things back together. It does. It sounds like a lullaby, and there's something about Edge's guitar that sounds like a baby crying. So
Yeah.
this is interesting. Did you look at AJ's book, Song by Song, about this?
Mm-mm.
So he says Sleep Like a Baby Tonight was in development for some time. In 1996,
This wouldn't have worked well on pop.
press photo of the band in studio has a whiteboard with a song titles being developed for pop. One of the songs, She's Gonna Sleep Like a Baby. Uh, Leo Pearson is credited on keyboards, a producer that U2 worked with during All That You Can't Leave Behind. 18 years after fans first saw the song title, it is finally released.
Wow. Wow.
What is that incarnation? Like, where did that start?
Yeah, I don't know.
That is so many questions over Whiskey and Cake.
I know. It would be great if Bono would listen to this in advance and then he can just write his answers down.
And then we could share with you all.
Yeah.
It would be great if we had the answers for Whiskey and Cake in advance.
Right. Okay, so it's been played 0 times and I've heard it 118 times. Can't let it die.
I've also let it hear it 0 times. AJ actually makes a comment that the dark lyrics may be why U2 has never performed the song in concert.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I
Yeah.
totally get it.
I don't it doesn't fit any of their stories. Stage stories.
It might be another one of those songs where, like, I still haven't found what I'm looking for, that it's really unusual how he breaks up the vocals.
Yeah.
Like, I think I think I've talked about this on most albums, but that, like, the way he breaks a lyric or, raises a voice it's not like that's not a common
No.
way to sing a song. And I think that might be this. Like, that might be what I'm hearing there.
I meant to look up St. Francis real quick.
Excuse me, watchers, I have to put my hair up because it's hot. It's drunk and hot in here.
It is drunken on here.
Yeah, so sorry.
I will never listen to the song the same way again. I also put Edge's guitar solo at the end is like, oh my God.
Oh my god, yeah.
Going back to thinking about people like, how do you sleep at night? Thinking, or how does that person sleep at night knowing they've done horrific wrongs? Apparently, they sleep like a baby. Did we drink to this song?
I don't
No.
think so. You know what we should do? We should drink to Bono.
Fuck yeah, we should.
Never do that. We don't ever include him in our
Isn't it just a given?
we don't include him.
Isn't this? We say this is the U2 podcast, but
Right.
let's be real.
We've mentioned all of the other bandmates tonight. That's something.
We have.
To Bono and meeting us for Whiskey and Cake.
Yep. And maybe he wants this Banana Foster's type shenanigans that is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Track 10. This is where you can reach me now.
I never really paid this song much attention until today. Like, I mean, I liked it, but I figured it out. I think I figured it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's dedicated to Joe Strummer. And so I don't have much to say, but it's about that Clash concert that they went to that changed everything. That changed everything in their life. And
This is the show. They showed up 1977. They, the U2s, and Guggi and whoever else showed up without money to buy tickets. But Guggi bought a ticket. and he went in and he found an exit to let them all in. And Gavin was there too. Wait, Bono says a fuse had been lit. We were sleeping in the wrong beds. After we had seen the clash, it was a sort of a blueprint for you two. In a sense, there was this band's campaign for world domination really started. Like soldier, soldier, like they'd signed up for the army.
Yeah. This is where you can reach me out. Now, to me, it's like we should live like this.
Oh, so this is where we live now.
Oh, well,
But
I quoted your dad.
I
Oh,
know you quoted my dad. I'm quoting Amanda. Usually it's like we're stuck in a line or traffic and we're never moving. And it's like, well, we live here now.
yeah,
But I can see them at the show being like, well, this is it.
yeah.
Sign me up for the army. This is where I live now.
Yeah, but
We should live like this.
right. So, but I think so. This song is like punk grown up. This is a
Yeah.
grown up punk, which I don't. I think that might be a little bit of a oxymoron. Grown up punk, but
I, I think it's okay.
okay. My God, I
'Cause
really
punk
love
is
it.
a mentality.
Yeah, I just didn't pay it any attention before. But I mean, can't we like? This is where you can reach us now. I mean, not recently because for the past 30 plus years, we've been at the same place. I mean, in terms of you two, like, we all have that moment where it's like, I'm where I belong. This
Hmm.
can reach me now. And it is. So, I mean, I have a really cool story about this actually. We went to a Vertigo show in New York and we had this great flight at the time from where I live to a straight shot. And so I went back to I was at the airport waiting for my plane, and these two people, I'm like looking down and I hear them, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And they started laughing right in front of me, and I'm like, "What?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"Hillary, we knew you were here. We walked around, walked around Madison Square Garden to see if we could find you, and we couldn't, but we found you here at the airport." And I'm like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" This is a true story. This is where you can reach me now, wherever they are.
Right. It
That
is.
was really, really cool. Like, that was
The YouTube world is where you will find it. Like, it's so true. Like, I understand that you're physically still sleeping in the same bed, but it's not.
no, no.
I've had this revelation in my life. Another big time when I realized that I needed to move forward with advocacy in my life, and I was just like, "That's a that's my past address." And even though I haven't moved,
Right.
and the thing is like, it turned into things. Like, as when I ran for school board and like, I have this contract job right now, like, promoting sex ed in the United States and, raising money for abortion funds, like, all these things fell in line when I, quote, unquote, "moved my address."
Yeah.
It's really, really insane.
So
Um
I actually kind of thought about that, this weekend because I'm, like, doing, like, a mass cleaning and, purging, like, everything. And, like, I was just going through, like, boxes of stuff, and I'm like, "These things are, I can date." Like, in terms of where I was in my life, and I think you're right about that, like, this is my address has changed, and I mean, it changed a few times, but for the most part, it hasn't. But there's definitely, like, a defining point, and your address doesn't change.
yeah, but it's your mentality, and I love this part thinking about I mean, as someone in their 6th decade with teenage children, the lines that are, "Old man said that we never listen, we shout about what we don't know." Like, listening to kids is hard, but what they have to say is so relevant and so important. I think it's the same, like, listening to young people is important and listening to old women is important. Like, I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just because they're young and inexperienced doesn't mean that their inexperience in years doesn't mean that their experience isn't important.
Right.
And as much as, Bono talks about his dad being like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, they did know. They were shouting about what they did know.
Yeah, right.
I have so many things highlighted from this. Wait, let's go back to my original thought on this song. So apparently this like slide guitar thing is a tribute to the Clash. This weird it's Halloween. And then Bono's like, like
Yeah,
this is a Halloween song, and I don't get it sonically at the beginning. I don't like it at the beginning. I don't
I
understand
like
it.
I like it feeling like it's with the voices all together. I kind of like that feeling that it's, I don't know, it's a group.
So that was Edge's idea to have the
Oh,
unison singing because it sounded like an army. But there's this weird like
yeah.
woo. I can't even do it. But Bono's like, we come from an ancient place. Beyond what we can see.
You're right.
Come to colonize your night, steal your poetry. It's very Thriller. Let me cut that out. We'll see.
I think you couldn't cut that out. I think that was great.
It sounds like Halloween Spooky Town.
Yeah.
I don't know the Clash well enough to know what that
I
reflects.
don't I mean, I'm trying to think of it. I know a little bit of The Clash. I just thought of it like you just I just thought of it. Wait a minute. Like that?
That's spooky. What song is that?
Radio Flash.
Okay.
It took me a minute, but when you said that, I'm like, "Oh, I know
I mean, I
exactly
know that song.
No, I love that song. It's Halloween, you're right.
I've met members of the Clash. Mick Jones and we hung out once.
Really?
Yeah, they had an exhibit at the Rock Hall. He was a very cool dude. Hey,
It
a
is.
few quotes. You guys, we've had too many shots.
I know.
The driving reggae tinged This Is Where You Can Reach Me Now is a tribute to the Clash with sliding guitars from the Edge that nod to Sandinista. After we saw the Clash, it was sort of a blueprint for you too, says Bono. We knew we couldn't possibly hope to be as cool, and that's proven to be true, but we did think we could get behind a sort of social justice agenda.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let me see what this song I have it on a let me see what album it actually is off of. It might be Sandinista. Oh my god, like, so maybe I do know a whole lot more Clash than I think I do because I'm going through this like, I love that song and I love that song. I really do.
You're like, I know it all.
And I don't, but I mean, I know more than I might make a playlist for us of the Clash stuff that I like.
Okay, I would love that.
Okay.
Okay, I have a few more. This is all, this might be all from Niall Stokes' book. A fuse had been lit. Who's this from? Bono. We knew we were sleeping in the wrong beds. This comes up a few times. After we'd seen the Clash, it was sort of a blueprint for you two. In a sense, this was when the band's campaign for world domination really started. Soldier, soldier, the song goes, we signed our lives away. And later in the same verse, we knew the world would never be the same. Oh, I love this part. And I feel like this is what it feels like to be at a U2 show. It says, it looks like a revolution we want to be part of. And they kept saying from the stage, this is yours. You own this. It's not us. And we were going, oh, yeah, okay. After the Clash gig, we just kind of moved addresses. We went home, we slept in the same beds, but not really. We had moved addresses, spiritually, so to speak. We'd never be the same again. Gavin Friday attended that show with Bono. He walked home with Bono after the show, and they knew what they needed to do, go off and form bands.
Uh, that's cool.
And that's like, I can imagine being at the show and be like, we live here now. Or "Oh, we should live like this.
Yeah,
Except we should live like this is really a luxurious life.
I get it.
And we live here now might be a little bit harder.
Yeah. This Is Where You Can Reach Me Now has played 0 times, and I've heard it 269. We're just gonna keep that.
269. I
Yeah.
have heard it 0.
Yeah. 0, 0.
This, I would be curious why they didn't play this live at all. Maybe it just didn't fit.
It sounds like a good live song.
Because all of these songs are supposed to be able to be played on piano or acoustic guitar I heard some interview today or yesterday where Bono went off. "I don't know anyone that can write songs like this. Actually, I can think of 4 people that can write songs like this that are this good." Like, someone is really in their feelings.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, a lot of feelings. Track 10, This Is Where You Can Reach Me Now, features Larry Mullen Jr. on backing vocals.
I like that. I like when he does that.
Complete surrender. I would like to go back through the YouTube catalog and count the word surrender.
You could get a computer to do that for you.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's a theme that we had not picked up on.
Because, I mean, there was a whole song called Surrender.
I mean, I know, but like when it came to like the Bookter
Okay.
and the songs of surrender and the book surrender, like now going back in hindsight, that has been something that has been
Yeah.
prominent.
Gotcha.
Should we toast to Joe Strummer?
Joe
Did I
Strummer.
say that in English?
Yep.
Should we toast to Joe Strummer?
Joe Strummer.
Joe Strummer.
I remember
May,
where I was when I heard that he died.
may his memory be a blessing.
Yep. I was at work and it came on the radio or something, and, like, I, like, panicked almost, like, "How do I get out of here?" Like, it was just my
Oh,
office, but, remember that.
I don't have a memory of that moment.
Okay.
Okay, track 11, The Troubles. Again, I made a lot of assumptions about this song without actually looking into it.
Okay. What you
By the
got?
topic. It is a deliberately mistaken song title.
Yeah.
And I mean, Bono talked about it in, I mean, The Troubles is the violence between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, but this is about domestic violence. This is like, I, I feel pretty stupid being like, so much of this album is about domestic violence.
So, I didn't get that. I knew it wasn't about Northern Ireland, but I kind of thought that it was, like, kind of a discussion on are the troubles, or is it trouble inside of you? Or maybe the troubles cause the trouble? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. But it's definitely not about the capital T, the troubles.
Right.
So, first of all, Like Lee, I think is how you pronounce her name. She's a Swedish singer-songwriter who came in. It's a great little story that I only know from the perspective of a few interviews, but she got a call to come in and record something for a U2 song, and it was sans U2's. So, I think she went to Los Angeles to do the initial recording, and then something happened with the production of the song, the tone changed, so they called her in again to record again, and, maybe she went to London, I forget, but Bono was there for that, so they did a whole bunch of different iterations of it, but what a haunting voice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Like, little by little, they robbed and stole till someone else was in control. Like, what the fuck? I think I'm glad I didn't understand this song lyrically.
Yeah, probably.
So here's what comes from the Niall Stokes book. The final song of Songs of Innocence takes another look at the dark side of Dublin in the 1970s, this time looking at domestic abuse. Bono remembers, I remember those bullies, the dads brutalizing the kids, the husbands brutalizing the wives. I can't stand the bullies. I can't stand them online. I can't stand them in front of me. Defining yourself by degrading someone else. The song, which features Bono described as an uncomfortable song about domestic violence. And I think he says that on that RTE interview. We needed a woman's touch, and Bono felt that Lee provided the perfect voice. She puts us all under the spell of her music. We needed a feminine spirit. She was the right one.
So this is the first time a woman has had, like, co-lead vocals on a U2 song.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's a song on War that has a small group
But
doing
they're not.
some, but that's different. It's like
Yeah,
backing chorus vocals. Like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, this song is haunting. And, we say that U2 ends every album and every tour with a prayer, and oh my god, this one hurts. And I think this might be an Al Stokes term. He says that the title is a deliberate mistake of a title, that you're supposed to think it's about something else.
Yeah, there's a lot in this song.
It's
Like,
a lot.
I don't think I still have my head wrapped around it. It says that it's been played 5 times.
Yeah, I haven't heard it any times. I actually looked it up, and it's been trialed in a few different places, but I just feel like this song and Sleep Like a Baby Tonight, if you just open up worlds of their youth that we hadn't talked about before.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
And if people who love this album, I'm a little ashamed that I didn't understand more of it.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna mention Apple, but this album is so good that it's just a crime that things went poorly with that. So good.
It is so good, and as we'll find out in 2027, it's just the beginning of them honing that songwriting craft. I
I
mean,
almost feel like this album was like a trial and error thing before they got to Songs of Experience, because that album is nonsense good. It's
nonsense.
my 3rd favorite album, and I've gotta tell you, I did not expect that at this point in my life, that my 2 favorites had, been pretty stagnant since 1993. What did I
Right?
since 1991, like, that was the last time there was any movement in my favorite albums, and, this one
This is up there. I mean, well, like you said, we'll
really
get the songs of experience later, but I mean, other than No Lines, I've loved their experimental eras. Like, I mean, Octobaby is a fucking masterpiece.
yeah.
I love Zeropa, love pop. Like, I love trying these new things, but oh my gosh, this craft of songwriting is just amazing.
I am so excited to hear what's coming to us.
Yeah, me too. We did not talk about the songs of innocence and experience from William Blake,
Right.
which I felt like maybe needed to mention at the beginning, but I
I
don't
have it
know
right
enough about
here.
it.
I
We own it.
I just haven't read it. Well, my
It's a sh
grandmother had I don't know where that is, that's somewhere around here. She had some kind of, like, prayer book that
yeah?
said that it was Songs of Innocence and Experience.
Hmm.
I mean, I
I
have it
didn't
somewhere.
want it to be a concept album,
Right. Right, yeah.
except it's literally a concept that was already written.
But are there any U2 albums that aren't concept albums?
I mean,
I mean, like, if you maybe Unforgettable Fire, like, that's not a concept album. I mean, that's not really a concept album.
the I mean, they everything's a look is so much is so different.
Yeah,
The content, like songs of innocence, like it's so specific.
yeah.
And then songs of experience, like they're so specific. Like, I don't know. Feels pretty concepty to me. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't I get the impression from that initial quote that being a concept album's a bad thing, but I don't know why it would be. I
I
mean,
mean,
free yourself to be yourself.
right?
I can't
But I
even
mean,
get it straight.
other really awesome other concept albums, like no, I get it. Like, the Smashing Pumpkins, like, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, totally a concept album, but I don't know why people think that's a bad thing. I don't, I think it's a good thing.
I mean, The Who did a good job with it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, to have songs that can be friendly with each other, that's good. What can be wrong about that?
Right, and you're right, like, maybe I need to research concept album more, but isn't Octobaby a concept album? Isn't Joshua Tree, who was gonna be the Two Americas, a
Yep,
concept album?
yeah. You're right, you're right. So, no, I was thinking what album is not a concept album?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, I mean, I think The Unforgettable Fire isn't. Those songs just come in from all different places. I mean, there's a common, like, sound it's the sound
Sound.
of that era that
Right,
he was, but not I think that having Pride on that album, that's not a concept. That's they just put that in there. I mean,
right.
It
I'm
just doesn't match.
Googling what is a concept album.
Yeah, I don't know what else, but I don't think concept albums are bad, but I think people for some reason think they are, like
I mean, a musical record where the individual tracks are tied together by its single overarching theme, narrative, or musical motif. What album is not a concept album?
Unforgettable Fire.
Unforgettable Fire.
Well, I think that not I think Achtung Baby is not. I mean, the the B-side is.
Yeah.
I mean, even better than The Real Thing, Mysterious Ways. They
Okay.
don't
Yeah. They
they're
don't
that
match.
doesn't yeah.
Yeah.
What else? I like this game.
Me too. But like Zooropa or Pop, like
Zooropa
the overarching, like the sound of it all.
yeah.
I mean,
Pop would be except that it was supposed to be pop and it wasn't that either. I love that album.
except the concept isn't pop, it's
Yeah,
techno.
there's a concept to it. It's like, you know, it's gonna be a pop album and it's not. So that's the concept.
That's the concept. Well, I guess like All I Can't Leave Behind and How to Dismantle Tom, like those are more like pop albums.
I have to think about that a little more.
I mean, this was a pretty long discussion over Whiskey and Cake, and I think that Bono has a lot of really hard answers, and we have a lot of questions to get over those answers.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be a pretty hard argument.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, "Nope."
No line is a concept.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I
Except
don't
for,
want to
like
share what I consider the concept to be, but you can guess it.
Get on your boots.
Yeah. I mean, but if whatever, I'm
But
not
in
gonna go
general,
there.
they literally went to a location to create something. There was a concept to start with.
I laugh about that because, my favorite song from the day I heard it was, stand-up comedy, and you said if that's yeah. We're nice
It's the
people.
lost single.
We're nice people. We love this band, so don't think poorly of us.
Okay. A consistent thematic concept throughout that contributes to a singular theme through recurring melodies.
Well,
This is a concept. This is a concept. It's
yeah,
innocence versus experience.
that's the concept.
It's
Yeah,
okay. Fine.
right.
I love it.
I mean, we don't know what Songs of Ascent would be, but
That just sounds so Jesus-y.
it does. And just like
I
I
have a
get it.
Jesus
I get
limit.
you. I get you sing about what you're passionate about, but I mean, don't hold it against us that we don't like certain things because we're Jewish.
I'm sure Jesus was a wonderful gentleman who
I'm
did really
sure.
well for his community in the world. I have one shot left for the Troubles.
Too.
This is a toast to both the Troubles and the overarching side B. Here's
Innocence.
here's the innocent.
L'chaim to L'chaim to innocence.
I love it.
Well,
Okay.
thank you guys for sticking around with us. This has been
How much of this am I gonna cut up?
I don't know. I'm curious to see. A lot of it, I guess.
Listen.
Stay tuned because we're gonna have little mini episodes that are about like the additional tracks, which Crystal Ballroom and Lucifer's Hand. And then we're gonna have an episode about our concert experiences. And
Yeah.
looking forward to that. We didn't give the results of Please, but I think we're gonna just keep that on hold because I would like to ask everyone what their favorite track is on Songs of Innocence.
I like that. And we've got some good answers on Please. We can hold off on that.
Yeah. So don't forget Please is out there, but we're gonna have an additional
I like it.
question.
Yeah, I would love to know what people think their favorite track on Songs of Innocence is.
And like so I'm kinda a little bit sad that we're done with this album. Like when we I think Jenny has it on camera that when we were done with No Line on the Horizon, I was like, thank God. Did you keep that in there?
Probably, I don't know. If it fit, I did.
You probably should have, but I don't feel like that at all. I'm I'm excited to move on, but I'm not happy to see
I'm
Innocence
super
pass us.
excited for Songs of Experience, and I'm super excited to know we have another album after that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think that when new albums come out in the future, I think that we can't dig as deep because it's gotta wait until our Tart Talk.
oh, for sure. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll do like initial reactions and stuff. And then there's tour, but whatever new album is out will be the next
Yeah.
Tart after Songs of Experience will be the next
Yeah.
Tart Talk.
So this is crazy. We've been doing this podcast for 8 years. Is that right?
7 or 8,
7 or
yeah.
8 years? And in that time, we haven't had a new album. I mean, Songs of Surrender, but I don't like that. We didn't need to do that.
And we had done the
That's
2 new EPs, but yeah, no new albums since
no
2019. I think we
when
started 2019? 2018?
we s it was you're right, it was 2019, the beginning of 2019, 'cause we recorded for Amanda to hear our story about Dublin.
After 2018, yeah.
Yeah. So, no new albums, like, that was not what we expected when we signed up for this,
No,
but
that's not what we signed up for. We should check our agreement.
it's in our folder.
It is. It's
It's in
in
our
our
file.
large metal file cabinet.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, this was great.
This was great.
It was great.
Thank you for playing along, and, we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye. We'll be back next week with more U2-ish content.
In the meantime, keep chatting with us on social media at _gardentarts.
Sign up for our newsletter at thegardentarts.com and share with your YouTube friends.
You can support us on Patreon, buy me a coffee, and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts, a U2-ish podcast with the Garden Tarts, is created, produced, and edited by us, the Garden Tarts.
Intro and outro music by December.
See you next week.